There is a big development tonight in the investigation into the crash of a Boeing 737 MAX 8 jet. The company today admitted a faulty sensor was a major factor in the crash of an Ethiopian air flight, as well as a crash in Indonesia last October. 346 lives were lost in those two accidents. Kris Van Cleave is following this.
We're deeply saddened by, and we are sorry for the pain these accidents have caused worldwide.
For the first time, Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg is acknowledging that the flight control system on the 737 MAX may be to blame in both deadly crashes.
It's our responsibility to eliminate this risk. We own it, and we know how to do it.
The mea culpa followed the release of a preliminary report into the crash of Ethiopian Flight 302, which shows striking similarities to the Lion Air crash in October. Within 44 seconds of Flight 302 taking off, a sensor malfunctioned, activating the anti-stall system MCAS 2 minutes into the flight. 20 seconds later, it went off again, putting the plane into a dive. The pilots were able to pull up some before turning MCAS off as Boeing instructed. But it was too late. The plane was losing altitude and gaining speed. The pilots were unable to regain control of the aircraft. About 30 seconds before the end, they turned the system back on. MCAS fired again, putting the plane into a 40-degree nosedive that reached 575 miles an hour.
With an MCAS failure such as they suffered, the nose pitching down radically multiple times would create literally the most difficult situation I can imagine in an aircraft.
24-year-old Sammy Stuma was one of the 8 Americans killed on Flight 302.
Obviously, this could have been prevented, and that's what makes me cry.
Sammy's family announced a lawsuit today against Boeing.
This is not an accident. This is something that could have been prevented and should have been prevented.
Boeing believes it has a software update that fixes the issues with MCAS, but during the testing of that update, they found an issue with how it integrates with other systems. That's going to take a couple of more weeks to fix before the FAA can begin its approval process. Jeff?
Still sounds like Boeing has a lot of explaining and work to do here. Kris, thank you very much.